folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. I am playing as Quill, the half-elf artificer, and we are still making our way through the prologue over here, and we've got a half-dead dwarf on the ground, Harem. Let's go and have a chat with him, shall we? Can I not? Oh, okay, you just approach him. You don't actually click on him.
Silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet. Oh, Lord of Oblivion.
Yeah, he's sort of Eeyore. He's not doing well. What's wrong?
I'm dying. I knew this expedition was doomed. Oh, Grotus, my vision darkens.
I mean, aren't you a bit premature? Look at yourself, you barely got a scratch. So we're going to use FARTuccio's +9 diplomacy here. Does sound like something he might say. He's a little bit cold and uncaring.
You're wrong.
Ah, failed check.
You would know better than I the severity of my own wounds. I can feel the last drops of vital force leaving me.
Quite the act. Stand up and fight, or I'll really send you to the final rest.
I can't hear you. I'm being taken away into the darkness.
Up, you faker! Just look at him. Dying, he says. What a buffoon. Come on, get up now, or I'll tap dance on your corpse.
It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Well, I'm glad to have you here right now. You're quite melodramatic. I think I succeeded in the intimidation or diplomacy check on my first run through. It was interesting to see what happens when you fail. In the end, he still gets up. Maybe it leads to less of a friendly setup. He is chaotic neutral here, and he worships a god of, Oblivion. A very uncaring god. And he's got an attitude to match. He's got a couple of blesses memorized. He can spontaneously cast heal, cure light wounds as well from converting those spells. Unfortunately, we're not in a position where we can heal up Jathael here, because we have no more inflict wounds. It's a shame that someone accidentally hit her with that flame potion. Let's reorganize things. Let's put the dwarf at the front. And let's keep Jathael in the back, even though that she is a melee person. I want her to be targeted last if we run into battle. I think that seems like a decent idea. I'm just going to check the sides over here. Oh, there's a doorway. What's over here?
My search was not in vain.
Oh, it's a secret door. Thought it was just some hidden loot. Okay. Heavy grate is securely locked. I'm betting later on in the campaign we end up coming through here. Okay. I don't think we've grabbed anything that could improve Jathael's defenses, unfortunately. Might be nice if we did. Looks like she moves quite quickly. Oh, that's a masterwork longsword. I don't want to equip too many fancy things on these people, because they are going to be leaving our party relatively soon. Although I don't think there's anything in here terribly valuable. We could also consider stripping them down. There's
you,
Casey.
Run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
Well, they certainly are. Keston?
Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Who are you?
Keston, House Garess, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori.
Is it just me or the voice acting changed there?
The mansion guards. As you can see, there's a
Maybe because he's not shouting at guards, he's just talking to us.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also give myself a manly captain of the guard. Or two.
I like her. What's going on here?
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fate, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
Do you need help putting out the fire?
No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here, those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
It doesn't seem right. What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
Where's the hall?
We'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke.
Roger.
Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
All right, I'll go immediately.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
I mean, you could have just joined the party and gone with us, but sure.
May Abadar keep you
Who's
safe.
Abadar? God of cities, laws, merchants, and wealth. God of walls and ditches. Hey man, someone's got to dig those ditches. All right, let's do a little quick save here. I just want to check the other side of this hall, make sure there's no lootables. No, just a little garden here. Okay, nice fountain though.
That is not far.
Okay, let's go through the fire and flame. And so our adventure started, earlier and much more tragic than we'd expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls, led by Quill, and not at all that scoundrel FARTuccio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but to get to her, we'd have to march through fire. Literally, as we approached the burning building, Is this, there's a word for it. I think they've, is it like triptych or something like that? I think this was a previously printed book that was wiped clean and used over here by Kinsey? Is that her name? I think that might be her name. I think so. Well, yeah, let's drench ourselves with buckets of water before we go through. That seems wise. Prudence is the key before moving through the fire. Thoroughly wet our clothes and hair, and after that, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It's a good thing we didn't waste any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking our way back. I wonder what would have happened if we'd said try to look for another route. I'm assuming that wouldn't have actually been good. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Oh, we would have taken damage, probably. Okay, regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Quill led us stubbornly through the flames, while FARTuccio did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall, where we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I'd chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty, but now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. "There are two more!" she shouted as we passed by. "They're wounded! Help me pull them out!" FARTuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Quill... So, again, looking at our sort of neutrality and utilitarianism, we would probably value Jamandi's life more than that of a random replaceable guard. However, there's no guarantee that us skipping past this would be the difference between, saving or failing to save Jamandi. And in fact, more guards might turn out to be useful. And in any case, this seems like an overall net positive for everyone if we try to save them. So we do have two options. Quill rush to save the guards from fire, or shout out to Valtteri that she should leave them and join us to help Jamandi instead. Now, we're going to try over here. Unfortunately, we only have a +2 athletics versus this diplomacy, which is very likely to succeed. But we're going to try to save the guards. Failed. Damn it! This succeeded last time for me! Saving the poor fellows was harder than it seemed. We inhaled a lot of smoke and burned ourselves more than once before managing to pull them away from the fire. Only then did Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. "Thank you, that was truly noble of you," she said. "And now let us rush to Lady Aldori's aid." Well, if I'd known how much damage, we might have taken here, I may not have chosen it. Ensuring the guards we rescued were relatively safe, we made our way to the hall where the battle was already in full swing. Did we actually take damage? I guess everyone's a little bit damaged, so that might have been what happened to us. Doesn't really say. Okay. And yeah, every now and again you'll see in the thing, like, someone becomes encumbered, but just for like a second. I think as it's just recalculating the overall load. But we do have a new character currently in the party. Valerie over here, a lawful neutral human tower shield specialist, which I believe is a fighter kit. Great sort of tanky person. Oh, she is fatigued. Oh, we're all fatigued. That's probably what happened over here. That's really bad. -2 to strength and dexterity. So it's effectively the same as a -1 to hit, -1 to our AC, -1 to our damage. It's not ideal. But Valerie over here, so her strength and dexterity is currently being debuffed by the exhaustion. She does have amazing constitution, which is nice to see. Take a look at her equipment. What's she got here? Banded mail. She's got a belt lantern. Emits a soft light, can be conveniently hooked to a belt. So is it always on, I wonder? Maybe it's shedding light around her? Maybe to make up for the fact that she doesn't have infravision, or dark vision, or low light vision, or whatever it might be called in Pathfinder. Yeah, like, the tower shield is like completely covering her face. That is an effective tower shield. Potion of Shield of Faith. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad to have you on board with a good amount of hit points. Let's move you up to the front of the party. Actually, the literal front of the party to help tank things. These guards over here. I guess they're not going to be helping us in the fight. I guess there's nothing to do but to go through this door now. We'll save. Ah, there we go. So we are leaving the zone. So now is the opportunity where we can go. So these are corpses. Are there anything in here that's not a corpse? Okay, I think that's good to know. I think that chest that we left some things in, I don't think it's in this list, unless it's one of these. Actually, these might be unlooted chests, because they don't have names. I don't know. So if we were to collect all, we would definitely be overweighted, although not by much. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to sort by weight in ascending order, so the heaviest stuff's going to be at the end. So this tower shield, for example, which is only worth 7 gold anyway, we're not going to grab that. And now all of a sudden we're not overweighted. I might drop another one of these, though. The chainmail's 37. Yeah, we'll do that and just give us a little bit of... Well, I suppose there's no reason. We can always drop it in the middle of combat if something comes up. Done. Ruling a kingdom is a serious task. Make sure you visit your capital at least once each month. I'll keep that in mind, game. Back in the Great Hall. And that is a lot of bad guys. Fortunes are already away. Say your prayers, scum. So that's the lady is going to be dueling the frost giant. Ooh, that is a lot of damage going back and forth. And then is Zavanki Keeg also in on this, but presumably protected from some things, maybe some range. Rift Channelers, unless they're the ones doing this. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret what's going on there. Well, certainly we're going to be running in. Okay, I'm just going to encourage people to start moving forward here. You got to charge. Can I get you to, like, charge this Rift Channeler? I'm worried that you might take tax of opportunity.
All according to plan.
Oh, and Casey's just sitting here. I wonder if she's going to participate in the fight. Okay, now we're officially in the fight. It was like the commands aren't working, but I think it's because we weren't actually in the fight yet. We're going to have to break out some of our spells. It would be great to do a Burning Hands. I have to move FARTuccio manually forward, which might be slightly annoying. We'll drop some magic missiles on this, though. So, on the mailers, we'll start there. Some reduced person stuff would be pretty good. Let's drop a reduced person. Oh, I guess it's going to be on ourselves. Yeah, okay, go ahead and do that now. That's going to be fine. You over here, True Strike. Oh, Bless. Yeah, let's bless the group. That's going to be incredibly useful. Meanwhile, Days, Inspire Courage, Ear-Piercing Spring. Let's start our Bard Song. You're doing that. And you over here, well, let's activate your Judgment Protection here to give you a bonus to AC, because you're very likely to go down here. I don't think that's going to be very good for you. 41 damage to the Frost Giant. Good God, the amount of damage happening here is pretty sick. I mean, maybe when she wins her duel over here, then she'll come out and help us, or maybe it won't matter because of the wall. Maybe we do have to take care of all these. I don't know. All right, did I finish casting? No, I'm still casting. Faster, faster. I would say 0 seconds here. There we go. Reduce person. Okay. Oh shit, now we're encumbered. Oh, because of the reduced person, we probably lost some strength, so that party was encumbered. Let's drop that. Do I have personal encumbrance going on? Well, let me put the spear in personal inventory, because I'm not actually going to use it. It's not even worth anything. We're just going to drop that as well. But yeah, because I've lost strength because I'm reduced here. That's good to know. Anyway, these alchemist bombs should actually do decent. I would love to hit these guys, but I'd hit my party members. Still, there's a lot of clustered up dudes back there, so we're going to prime that. You just took a ton of damage. Let me make sure you got a couple of healing spells on your belt. So I can't heal you, which is unfortunate. I mean, you can also just heal yourself, but I think... Drink this potion. Okay. Good. Other than that, yeah, just keep meleeing. You're gonna have to be okay. We could use more consumables. This does feel like a really tough fight. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm overestimating the difficulty, but it certainly feels like a tough fight. Okay, we're still tossing. Excellent. Let's get ready. Okay, that was my last toss. Oh yeah, I can do my mutant engine ability over here. So for 10 minutes right now, it's going to give me +4 to dexterity and +2 to AC, which presumably is in addition to an extra, because that's natural AC. I'll get an extra 2 from the dexterity bonus, so that will help me a lot in this fight. It will help me land hits better too. I could also use some of my, and that necessarily seems like a fairly good idea. We're going to use an Alchemist's Fire back here, which should hit a couple people. Oh, Amiri's joining in from the flanks. Nice. Someone hit us with Cause Fear. You're feared. You're not feared. Oh, I even inflict wounds. You know what? Use your inflict wounds on Jathael here to heal her. Let's magic missile that guy. And I think you're fine just shooting at things over here. He's getting his butt kicked. Alright, see about running forward and dropping a heal on him. He can heal himself in a second as well, as soon as he's done doing his inflict wounds. Our party got Ray of Enfeeblement. That sucks. At least we can drop things in combat without a problem. And you are personally encumbered, but you're just gonna have to deal with that. Harem, oh yeah, you're still doing your inflict wounds. Is that ever gonna finish? I'm kind of worried about you there, buddy. Are you like frozen? Well, the battle seems to have been won, so I guess I won't worry about it anymore. Whew. Done. And you've killed that guy. Let's go and speak with her. Time to count our losses. And there are many losses. Actually, before we talk to her, let me see, because I think we're going to lose some of the party members here. I'm going to see about grabbing some of their more valuable stuff. Stuff that's light, but fairly valuable. Scrolls, potions. Lindsay we're definitely going to keep. Well, I hope. Assuming things went okay. I guess I may as well grab everything just in case. Okay, that's myself, which I don't have to worry about. And you don't have anything particularly special. We'll grab the Potion of Shield of Faith over here. Okay. I don't think there's any more fighting to do. And we will be able to loot the bodies when we leave the zone. I hope we get a pop-up for it.
The enemy was
It would
strong,
suck if we didn't.
You were stronger, and that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and
Quill and
common
Tartuccio.
sense they
Well, one
showed
of us.
to defend
Come
this
on.
dimension. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing.
What?
You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
So I was really impressed by this scene here, and there'll be a little bit more of it. It feels very reactive to what you've done before. I'm curious as to what happens here if I didn't equip the ring, or even just de-equipped it right before the combat starts. Because he gives it to you, I think, regardless. I don't think I can refuse it. And maybe being in inventory is enough to like cause this dialogue to happen, but I would be interested in going through it at some point without the ring equipped to see what it does. But yeah, we can, I've apparently passed a knowledge world check over here. I have no connections to Pitax, but Tartuccio's name, accent, and clothes seem like he came straight from there. Which of us looks more like they might have been Iroveti's spy?
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who?
Who? Who could it be?
Is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
Yeah, you're not very good at Among Us, are you?
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
She sounds a little bit like Tally from Mass Effect.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together.
Literally, yeah.
You vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
That's true, Casey. That is on you.
My words might be rash.
Oh, that's all you gotta say.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those
See, I like Amiri.
with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the mug of a spy.
I mean, that's maybe kind of racist there, Amiri, but you're probably right.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Again, like, very interesting reactive situation over here. What if we hadn't gone into the armory? What if we didn't take the gold in particular, which is going to come up in a second here?
And not just that. Upon finding the guard's salaries in the armory, he immediately pocketed it all.
So, what's interesting here, both these are just the same diplomacy challenge over here with a +6. So we're a little over 50% to get this. Are we 40%? Because all we need is a 9? I guess 40. I don't know. Anyway, we're not 40. I think we're 40% to fail, 60% to get it. Anyway, but I think with these tags over here, this is indicating what direction, what type of alignment this answer matches. And picking this enough, I think, can cause an alignment shift over time, which is kind of nifty. I don't know if that's something built into sort of Pathfinder tabletop, the idea of these sort of fluid alignments, or what the deal is, but it's kind of nifty. I don't know if this is literally true. I don't like this. This doesn't sound like something I would say. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. There's one for Quill Bingo. This isn't something we'd say, right? Guards weren't able to handle the responsibilities, decided we'd teach them a lesson. No, that's stupid. We weren't trying to take the money, we just wanted to keep it away from the bandits. Again, we might justify it that way. We might want to have pocketed the money for ourselves, but that's certainly what we're going to say anyway. And we failed! Oh my god! I don't understand why I'm failing so many checks compared to the first playthrough. This is terrible! Any thief caught red-handed would say the same. Yeah, because normally she's like, oh yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no...
See, Valerie knows what the deal is. Yeah, I definitely want Valerie to be part of our party. She's neutral as well. Lawful neutral. She's, going to follow the law maybe a little bit more strictly than we will, but I think she's going to have the right vibe.
Well, of course, theft is not to be condoned. However, when the fire burns around you, and you are but one step away from death, is it not insane to worry about laws and rules?
And I'm worried that Harim might end up being annoying, but I kind of like him a lot, too.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here?
What trick?
He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
I'm willing to bet that if we hadn't gone for the guards, he would talk about how evil we were for not stopping to save them. That probably, right? So I think we're gonna go here. People are dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by? Again, whether maybe we believe it 100% in our heart that, it's just, about saving people or not, it's certainly the thing we're gonna say. We're gonna save them without good reason. Dead soldiers are useless, but the wounded could still help Keston defend the mansion. Actually, that is the more maybe utilitarian answer in this case. You know what? I'm gonna go here. Plus, we got to keep ourselves balanced. I'm sure we're going to do plenty of good things. I want to stay in the middle over there without actually performing too many overtly evil acts. But if we can be a little bit insensitive sometimes, that might be the way to go.
Cruel, but true.
Hey! We won at this one.
It was perfectly reasonable. Just the way a leader should think.
Neutral, evil, undead elf is on my side. I'm sure that's a good sign.
How could you say such a monstrous thing? Is that the way the hero of my book would talk?
Right, but I really don't want to disappoint Lindsay. I hope she's in our party right away.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
I mean, it's not an unreasonable approach, actually. I mean, I guess it does mean that one group is guaranteed to be led by a spy, assuming one of us is, but at least one of them isn't, and, you know, maybe, even if the spy wins overall, maybe you're still going to be in position to, you know, sort them out and root them out later. I don't know.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
Yes, join with me. You will be very useful with your giant shield.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
So this is something when I came into this, I didn't realize, I mean, obviously I didn't know any of the story because I was going in blind, but the idea that we would be, in fact, competing against another group of adventurers was quite cool. And in particular, the idea that your choices here in the prologue would influence which one of the NPCs that you'd met would join your party versus being on the other side. And I'm a little concerned that because I did do some choices differently, and in particular had some rolls go poorly versus my first game, that I might end up with a different set of characters in my party here. Now, overall, I'm mostly going to be okay with whatever, but I really want Lindsay because she's adorable.
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Excellent. I don't think Valerie... No, Valerie... No, I can't remember if Valerie joined me last time. Maybe she did.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany FARTuccio.
That did definitely happen last time. Harim did join FARTuccio.
I like how our leader does things. Efficient and
Okay,
unnecessary.
I believe... No, there's no belief. Jathael did not join me last time. Efficient and without unnecessary spiritual agonizing. I'll go with him. Yeah, she thought I was too goody-goody last time.
Efficient? I'd say heartless.
No!
The protagonist of my book do such...
No!
No.
No!
Guess I'd better go with FARTuccio.
Oh no, I'm heartbroken! Lindsay! Oh no! FARTuccio's clearly more of an asshole than I am! Oh my god. That's okay, we're gonna have a chance to convince her to join us again relatively soon, I think.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
And this did happen last time, because, yeah, she didn't join either party last time. I suspect that's probably the case. You don't have much of a chance to interact around her, and there may simply be nothing that changes that. But I don't know, who knows? She seems like a decent person. And I haven't been overtly evil, so the fact that she didn't join the first time especially makes me think that she probably just doesn't join either party right now.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man.
All right.
As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. FARTuccio's team will go through Navakta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Did we get signed scroll of Raisin Dead? What does that mean, signed scroll?
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
What can I say? I have no strong feelings about this either way.
While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so
Interesting,
far.
it's the ruling family Brevoy, which is the kingdom we're in
By
right
my
now.
estimations, you have no more than 3 months.
3 months.
That, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
So that is one of the things I'd heard about this. There is a timer in the game, and if you don't notice that there is, you can suddenly find yourself in a wee spot of bother. I think this is the timer just for like phase 1, basically, of whatever comes, you know, establishing the barony. Because I think after that, there's the actual ruling aspect of the game comes into play. So I suspect there's more of that. But in any case, it means we can't waste too much time just sleeping in the inn or well, I suspect we could pursue a lot of side plots, but we will try to focus, especially on trying to get Kinsey. No. I keep saying her name wrong. It's not. Where is it? Is it Kinsi? I mean, that's why I'm saying Kinsey, unless I've inverted some letters in there. Anyway, we'll see.
Now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path.
Lindsay!
And you overcame it as true
But Kinsey's not
champions
right.
of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Well, we'll do our best. And there'll be loading screen. And we get little notes about our companions when we load here.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate.
See,
Beware, stolen lands.
and this is the big thing with Lindsay. I feel like Lindsay should canonically be part of your group because you do get the journal logs over here. And it bothers me that she's not here right now. Because, I mean, it makes it, we got Amiri over here, we got this, and I don't know if that's just supposed to be us. I can't think of another character that would fit over here. So clearly we're going to have to get Lindsay back in here now that I've got her name straight. Because it feels like she needs to be in our group canonically. And she's just, I really like her. Maybe she'll be our moral compass a little bit when we fall off track. And their voyage begins. The gnome sorcerer, FARTuccio, our leader's rival for the Baron's Coronet, is wandering. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. She refers to us as the leader in her journal. So we got to get her back in here for the canonical thing. The map does seem to be fairly large over here. A lot of room to explore out in this direction. And it is, the movement on this screen is quite cool. Because you actually do move and you can get, you can stop whenever, change direction. Once you've found locations, even if it's just like crossroads, you get little circles you can click on to move sort of there directly without having to click the arrows to travel. But there's some cool exploration aspects to this and things that we will find out in the next episode, because it's definitely time for us to put a cut in here. Folks, thanks a lot for watching another episode. I'm very eager to get out there and explore the world now that we're past the prologue, but more importantly, we've got to find Lindsay and apologize for always getting her name wrong. That's probably the real reason she left. Folks, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.